everybody, welcome to my first attempt at live streaming on YouTube. I have been live streaming on Twitch for years and years, so whoa, that was the wrong, okay. I'm getting the next scene set up, because whoa, that was the wrong, okay. I'm getting the next scene set up, because it's more than just head on a peg. So yeah. I haven't done a life update in a while. I don't have a video currently ready to post. Kind of. Maybe I do. I don't know. I just saw that my favorite YouTuber uploaded the video I have been waiting forever. No, we're not going to watch that though. I will watch it later. But I figured why not try this? I'm home. I am willing to make a video. I am not willing to do anything I have to edit. I stream on Twitch all the time. Let's try this, right? Right. That's what we're going for. I'm going to, by the way, if you want to know what YouTuber I'm talking about, that would be this one, or, oh, click out of it, stop. That would be this one right here.
Summer glow up tips. To start, we have a self-tan spray for that extra glow. Next, add a fun color for the eyes.
What else am I gonna... It is Alexandria Ryan. I adore her. She is amazing. She is the reason I started this stuff. So yeah, I love her. Just saw she uploaded her P. Louise Advent calendar. Yes, I realize it is August 1st. So does she. Her Advent season lasts from November to August. Deal with it. She is the Queen of Advents. I would love to share her throne someday. That's a hint of something that if you've been watching me, there's a hint to what I have been alluding to that is coming in December. So, I'm hopefully, I didn't record this, but I'm hoping YouTube, one, is working, and two, I don't know that you would, but just see if I'm online, I'm streaming or something. I don't know how to check myself. It does say I'm live, so okay, and one person is watching, probably me, I don't know. But hi, one person who's watching. Can you tell I'm new to this? Anyways, yeah. So if you've been watching for a while, you know, I was unemployed for a while. I lost my job in March, and it took me until 3 weeks ago to get a new one. It's weird because Wolf was checking to see if I was live, and so now I'm seeing like delayed me over on Wolf's screen. It's very distracting. For reasons. So, I'm on week 3 of my new job, and the first 2 weeks I was training in a city an hour and a half south of us. And typically this job requires 9-hour days, and I was having to drive an hour and a half each way plus work. No videos got edited. The only thing that went up is stuff that I already had in the works. And then that weekend, I was all like sleep, rest, go, emergency with the parents, and so nothing got filmed, nothing got edited. I think I've gotten like one video up in the last, other than stuff that I had pre-scheduled, I've gotten one video up. But hey, 29 of you watched it. Thanks, you 29. You guys are my hero. It's doing a lot better than my recent video games, which have not been getting much. I guess I need to go back to playing The Sims or something simulative instead of experimenting with new games. That's cool. I'm open to suggestions, y'all. This week I will follow-ups, sending referrals out to other things, when people get referred, getting them on the schedule, all those things. And then when somebody comes in to see one of our therapists, I take them back to the room and I do their vitals, and I ask some of the preliminary questions, the same ones that a nurse would ask if you went to see a doctor. So like, Are you feeling this way? What would you rate your pain today? What's your blood pressure? Stuff like that. I have learned how to take blood pressure the manual way, which is something that has fascinated me my entire life. I have always wondered how they can magically put this thing on that super compresses your arm, put a stethoscope here, and know what your blood pressure is. Like, there's 2 numbers. Where did they get those 2 numbers from? Did it ever once occur to me that, well, because here was my thought. When it gets tight, it does cut off your blood flow. I get that. Do they listen? Like, do they know what beginning blood flow sounds like and what, like, super full blood flow sounds like? Because there's differentials in how much people's blood goes through veins. Like, when you're more hydrated, you have more visible veins, so more blood's going through it. So that didn't, like, I have tried to logic this out for decades. I finally know what it is, and it's so simple, it blows my mind. When the blood pressure cuff cuts off your circulation, the first number they are listening to is how much pressure, at how much pressure can they start hearing your heartbeat. However, when it gets to the low enough number, the pressure becomes enough in your veins that it no longer pulses like a heartbeat, so they stop hearing your heartbeat. So the top number is where blood starts flowing, and then the bottom number is where the most blood is flowing. Now that I know how that works, it is so obvious to me. But I have wondered since I was like 10. So yeah, I understand that now and I know how to do it. I have so much enjoyed my training, I can't even tell you. I've gotten to learn such cool things, and I've gotten to see people like make a difference in people's lives. Not just like, oh yay, I gave somebody a book and now they're going to be able to read it. But like causing crisis, it is my job to suss out what's going on, what's causing it, try to get a gauge of how to I'm done living. There's different responses based on what the crisis is. Not saying either one's not a crisis. I'm just saying there's different responses. So I'm supposed to ask questions and suss that out. And while I'm doing that, not just like I don't do that to patients. I'm being empathetic, and I'm trying to also de-escalate the situation while I'm sussing out what's causing it. And then getting a actual certified therapist or psychiatrist on the phone to this person. Do we need to make a safety plan? Do we need to go to the hospital? Do we need to call the police because it's imminent? We make decisions based on that. The professionals do that. I'm just responding. And because there's only like 6 of us for the whole company, there's like a special number that our patients can call when they're having a crisis. And it only rings to all 6 of our phones instead of in the admin building. And it is a special ring that is different from our normal ring. So we know this is a crisis call. And we can walk into it, and they don't have to go through, all of the answering people. So I think that's really cool. Like, that's awesome. And I love that part of the job. I did actually get to do it once this week, which is awesome. Discovered that there was a little more training I needed. The person, it went well. I can't, I'm not going to give more information, but it was a successful call. There's just ways I can improve. There always are going to be. And I did have another behavioral health counselor or case manager kind of on my shoulder helping out. And when I got flustered, she took over and finished it. So it's not like they just threw me to the fire and said, good luck, don't burn. They did. I have support right now doing my job, even though I'm alone in my office. And that's one of the things that amazes me. Like, the guy I replaced, one of his concerns with the job was he felt alone and like there was no team. I have never felt more supported by the other case managers, and they are like nowhere near me. I think the closest one is the one that trained me. There's an hour and a half away. The others are like 3, 2.5. I mean, we're not close enough that like we can even get together once a month for drinks. We are spread out over the northern half of the state of Arkansas. But we have a chat room. We actually have 2 chat rooms. Technically there's 3, but I'm not cool enough to be included in the 3rd one yet because it's just for bullshit. It's the off-topic chat. And the only reason I'm not part of it is because my boss isn't even part of it. So it hasn't occurred to the person who trained me that she forgot to invite me when she said she was going to. And I haven't wanted to remind her yet because I've got enough going on. So I'm not part of that chat. But then there's a chat for just us case managers. But then we also have a chat that is all of us case managers and the therapists. And I think that is amazing because the therapists actually interact with us. Like, the point of it is for them to post when they need things, or for us, like, if we're having a crisis, one of the things we post in the chat with the therapist is, I have a crisis, I need help. And whichever therapist is available at that time speaks up and says, I'm here. And then we begin to transfer the call to them. So it's a really good system, and I like it. And that's what the room exists for. And then, like, if a therapist says, hey, I'm running late with this patient, would somebody please go tell my next patient that this is happening? Because most of this is done virtually, so we can, just pop into the virtual visit room and be like, hey, your therapist is late. It'll be like 5 minutes. Bye. Or whatever. Although we're not that corny when we do it. At least I'm not. And, like, everybody was chatting about it and those of us that didn't get catered were like, oh, join in on that type of chit chat. And, like, they're actively involved. And I have never been so quickly welcomed to a team or found a team that there's no drama. Like, I've gone back like 2 months and read the history. There's no drama. So I love that aspect. It is a great team. And then there's the other people that work in the clinic. And for the most part, they're awesome too. There's a few of them that I think we're really going to get along really well. We either have similar senses of humor or similar interests or similar personalities, or they're just super sweet and I love them. I mean, I would say most of the people I work with are like that. There's 1 or 2 that I'm not saying anything negative because they're not bad, but they're not people I would invite to my wedding. No, that's not a good way to say that. That doesn't, you know what I mean, but they don't know what I mean. I don't mind working with them, but we're not going out for drinks after work. That's fair, right? That's not saying anything bad. Yeah, it's not bad. We're not going to be besties. That's fine. We work together. It's cool. But I like all of my coworkers. I think they're all nice people. So yeah, that's the life update part of this. Life is good. I like my job. I am getting positive feedback from those above me that I am doing the job well. I'm picking things up faster than they expected. I'm caught up on the backlog of referrals and scheduling and phone calls that my location had. So this is all good stuff. I'm even able to help out with some other tasks now, and I'm getting to jump in on some projects, and this is all going way faster than they thought it would. But part of that is, 1, I'm going from clinic manager to a scheduler. And again, all job, I don't know why I say again, because I said this talking to my friend earlier today. All jobs are valued, honorable, and deserve respect. All people in all jobs are valued, honorable, and deserve respect. And every job, especially a support job in a medical clinic, all jobs are equally important. But some jobs are a little more complicated than others. And clinic manager has a lot of balls to juggle. And they have to wear a lot of hats. And our clinic manages 4 locations. I've never done more than 1, and I've been overwhelmed. But I'm stepping from clinic manager to basically a scheduler. As clinic manager, I was probably juggling, let's say, 15 balls at one time. Now I'm stepping down. I had to juggle before, but it's still going from 15 to 5. It's going to be easier. I feel like I'm picking this up easier because I've done hard. Yes, that's great that I'm getting positive feedback, but at the same time, it's not like, yes, I am Superman. It's great. I can step down a level and be successful where a level up, I was failing miserably. Take it with a grain of salt. And obviously it's more complicated than that, but that's basically where my head is. But having survived my first week at work without pissing anybody off, without getting told I suck, in fact, getting told by two of my supervisors, two levels, my clinic manager and my department manager, that I'm doing excellent. Having multiple therapists tell me, they think I'm doing a great job. And then having the head of therapists tell me she's heard about me and everybody's very impressed with how you're doing. It's been a good fucking week and I am drinking. This isn't my Friday sucked. This is I've got a bucket full of mini bottles and we've had them for over a year. So it's time to get rid of a few. Not a whole lot. We're not going for drunk. We're just going for happy and staying that way. Wolf's over here playing a game, and I'm sure I'm annoying him because I'm very, very talkative tonight. So he's probably very happy that I'm talking to nobody on the camera over bugging him. But he does those things where you play games on your phone and they give you money. He does one of those. I would gladly put his link in chat if I knew how to do that. I could put my link in chat, but that doesn't really help him, and he's the one who's actually worked. My link, my games like to, either game isn't installed, or they stop updating after I get, 2 levels. So I've cashed out a total of, $15, $20. I don't remember. In the 3 months we've been playing this, and gotten a $25 gift card. This guy over here, though, he's been busting ass, and he's got almost $150 worth cashed out, and a $50 Amazon gift card, which brings us to the point of tonight. Initially, with our gift card, or his gift card, we each got something we needed. He got this really cool mouse pad. He likes a big mouse pad on his deck. I don't. He got this really cool one with a Japanese scene with cherry blossoms, but it's very old Japanese samurai looking. It's really cool, and he loves it. And it was something he needed, but it was something that was his how he likes, his, what do you call it? His decor, his aura. It's very him. And I say that, the guy, you can't see his shelves over here, but on his shelves above his desk, he has the container for a D&D or a dice-shaped candy that his friend gave him. The little bag of candy coal that came with it that hasn't been eaten, and we've had it for 3 years. So we're probably not going to eat that now. One of those good luck cats that usually goes like this, only his doesn't go like that. It's lying on his side. Yeah, so that's half of one shelf. The other half is a resin skull with a real snake skin in it, and 2 carvings of wolves. That is my husband on a shelf. That is 100% my husband on a shelf. We won't talk about what's on my shelves. They're equally weird. On my shelf, I have several crystals. I have the first crystal Wolf gave me, which is a pyrite heart carving in a frame. I will have that the rest of my life, no matter what we do with anything else in our collection. It is amazing. He gave that to me for our first anniversary. Our first Christmas as a married couple. How long ago did you give this to me? It was his first Christmas present to me as my husband. I have a stuffed wolf that he gave me for Valentine's Day, our first Valentine's Day together. I have a cone incense burner that's got dragons and is supposed to look somewhat Celtic with Chinese dragons on it. Yeah, it's cheap and mass produced, and it's never worked, but it's up there. And then I have the Green Lord, like from Celtic mythology, but carved out of moss agate or tree agate, mossy tree agate. And then, to complete the weirdness, I have a couple Donald Duck ceramic things that my mom got when she was a kid in the 50s, you know, when Disneyland was opening. Yeah, I have some first 2-year memorabilia left from my mom. I have a Donald Duck pin that was from the 50s, and I have these 2 figurines, and I think I have I don't know, I have a few things from the 50s. A stuffed, whatever Stitch's girlfriend's name is, that Wolf got me for Valentine's Day one year. And the pièce de résistance. A few years, the first Christmas Wolf and I were together, so 2021, My Little Pony, in all of its My Little Pony wisdom, made a set of 5 D&D themed ponies. You have the barbarian, you have the bard, you have the rogue, and you have the archer, I think. No, that would be the rogue. I don't know, but there's 5 of these guys. I had never told Wolf that I collected My Little Ponies 20 years ago, and through college, and then stopped about 20 years ago. I had not told Wolf that this was a toy set that I thought was cool. All Wolf knew is I played Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm a little bit wacky. And without me asking, he bought me this set for Christmas. Wasn't on my wish list. I didn't ask him for it. I hadn't even, I knew it existed, but I hadn't even searched Amazon for it. So he couldn't even have gone into my Amazon account and figured out I would have wanted this. I had seen it 6 months ago, which is when he and I were barely starting to date. We started dating in May. I probably saw this sometime in May or June. So, and hadn't thought about it since then. So I promise you, I had never even mentioned it to the guy. But that was my first Christmas present from him. And when I tell you I cried like a baby, because it just symbolized, I don't even have to tell this guy who I am. He just knows, because he watches and he listens and he can put things together and figure out, even if I wasn't dedicated into My Little Ponies, I would crack up at My Little Pony D&D characters. Even if I didn't like them, I would have thought that was adorable. But he didn't even know about the whole My Little Pony connection. But yeah, so yeah, that's my shelf. I think our shelves represent our personalities pretty good. I forgot to mention, in addition to the actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wolves, because of your little guy.
No, he's over there.
Oh, there's usually 5 wolf carvings. Today there's only 4 because one's upstairs. There's also a crystal blade. One of our vendors carved a knife out of some kind of jasper.
Yeah.
And Wolf thought it was cool, so it's on his shelf. His shelves themselves are wolf, have wolf background. There's iron against the wall and then wood sticking out, and the iron has wolves on it. Yeah. Our corners so represent us. It is exactly who we are. So, all of that to say, Wolf got a $50 gift card. We started out by getting something we both like. He got his mat. I got a lunchbox because I don't have an insulated lunchbox. And now that we're still poor, and we're going to be poor for another month or 2, I'm bringing my lunch rather than buying anything. In the city I work in, there's not a lot of options. Plus, I only get a 30-minute lunch break, and DoorDash does not exist in this town. It used to, but there wasn't enough business, so they canceled it.
Yeah, because all there is Subway.
There's a Subway at the gas station. There's a Sonic. There's a barbecue joint.
Two barbecue.
No, one shut down.
Oh, the one
It's for sale. No, the one down by Amazon is still there. It's the other one that shut down.
Not the one up the hill.
Oh, yeah, the other barbecue place. Sorry, there was 3 then. Now there's 4. There's sit-down restaurants. There's 2 or 3 sit-down restaurants. One does barbecue, one does Mexican food. Yeah, that's it. No, there's only 2. So there's options, but options I can afford even occasionally right now. That leaves Sonic, the barbecue place right next door to us, which I'm not a big barbecue fan, and Subway. And if I went to Subway, it's 5 minutes down the road from work. So there's 5 minutes there, 10 minutes for them to make it, 5 minutes back. I only get a 30-minute lunch. 30 minutes is, now, yeah, I can eat while I'm doing my job, but still, and it's about a 2.5-minute walk to where I have to park because they're doing construction on our building. So we can't park in our parking lot because those have to be left for patients. So I have to park in the parking lot across the highway, not the street. It's not a quiet side street. No, it's a freaking highway. And it's busy in the mornings and in the evenings. But yeah, I don't have time to go get lunch. So I'm bringing my lunch. And the only lunchbox I have are Walmart bags I saved from groceries. And I'm trying to be very grown up. You know, this is an adult job. I'm a professional woman. I have a master's degree, for Pete's sake. And I carry my lunch in a Walmart bag. So I wanted a lunch bag that looked grown up. So I got a lunch bag. And it's pretty. When I say grow up, I've grown up. My definition of grown up is not the same as most people's, because I got an iridescent bag that's shiny, and that's my grown up lunch bag. But it's better than the My Little Pony one I originally wanted to get. I was getting the My Little Pony lunch bag. Yeah. So this is at least slightly more grown up. This is grown up with flair, and we all know I have flair. But that left us about half the money left on the card still. So tonight, Wolf picked out what he wanted, which is a set of headphones. And there's $10 that left, because I told him, you get what you want. And so he's been poring over that since like noon and finally found the perfect pair of headphones that he wants. And we've got that in the cart. So I've got $10 to spend. And that was the other thing I figured I'd do with this video, is let's check out the cheap shit on Amazon to find something worth buying. And if I don't find something on Amazon haul, I promise you we will in my wish list, because I have a ton of crap on my wish list. So many things. I might even get something for, and that's a thought I'm having, is I might put this towards, or most of, one of the inexpensive things that we're doing in December. You know what I'm talking about?
You mean?
No, like I'll get it, and I won't get one that's going to deteriorate by then, so nothing, edible or drinkable. And it just start prepping. Because if I want to do as many as I want to do, I can't buy them all in October, November. But I can buy one or two along the way. I don't know. That's an option. And I realize you all may or may not have understood what we were talking about there, but I have had my December videos planned since February. That's since February. And I have gone through the roller coaster of, yes, this is going to happen. We're doing good. Oh, crap, I got fired. Oh, wait, I'm doing good on, maybe I can make this whole streaming thing work because I'm getting UGC stuff. Oh, that fell off. Not getting that. Crap. Oh, I've got a halfway job. Nope, that fell off. Crap. I've got a job. And life is looking up. But that was 6 months of and now we have bills, and I still don't know if I'm going to have the money. Well, I know I'm not going to have the money to do the original vision this year. And I am going to give away what I'm doing on this video. So if you're watching and you've been curious what I have been hinting at for 3 months now, I'm going to say at some point. So stick around. But the original vision, she's gone. It's not going to happen. So I got a plan B. And my plan B was downsize, but still do at least a couple of more expensive ones. And then I sat down and I actually looked at our finances and looked at how many bills we need to make up and how small amount of money I can be putting towards non-essentials, especially non-essentials to make videos that I don't make a dime from. My budget for that has shrunk considerably. So even I am getting the thing that started it, the originator of the idea that I've had for 3 years. That is happening, and that is quite a bit of money. But Wolf, that was my birthday present, was this thing I'm going to get in December. So one is happening. But the other ones, they're probably not, well, not probably. Plan B was they're probably not going to be what they were going to be. Plan C is we are setting a hard and fast budget, and rather than go for the, oh my God, this is so cool, combined with ha ha, we're probably going to go more ha ha and less, and just have a couple of, wow, these are really cool examples of these things. And more, wow, this is off-brand and sucks. So, if you want to know what I am talking about, last year we kind of sort of did this, but we only did 4. Wolf and I opened 4 cheap advent calendars from Amazon and gave our recommendation of which one was actually worth your money and which one was fake and full of crap. And that's in my playlist. Go back and watch it. It was a week-long series, and we ended up giving away everything we got out of these calendars to one person. So somebody got a whole bunch of rocks, and some of them were really, really cool. If they were like, some of the calendars put slag glass in, which if you don't know what that is, it's glass that they scrape off the floor of factories that make glass products. That's it. It's cool, but it ain't a crystal. They also do similar things at the Ford auto body plant, where I didn't even get to explain it first. As at a lot of the automotive plants, when they paint the cars, that paint builds up over time, and they scrape it off the floors, and it breaks up into little chunks, and it's very, very hard acrylic. And as it layers, it pressure and it gets harder and more compressed. And that is called Fordite. Also not a crystal. However, some Fordite has layers from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Like they don't just scrape the floors on a daily basis. At least not every part of it. Like there were corners that hadn't been touched. And eventually they will scrape this off, and it's highly collectible. Is it a crystal? No. Did it show up in a single cheap advent calendar? Hell no. That shit's worth $100 a kilo right now. It ain't showing up in a cheap advent calendar. Slag glass, however, they will give away. You can go to the dumpsters areas of these factories that do glass, and it's just hanging out in the dumpster. Use gloves, padded gloves, because it's sharp, it's glass. I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just saying if you're that stupid, use protection. And that is a good advice for a lot of things. If you're stupid, use protection. I want that on a t-shirt.
We can make it.
I know we could. That may be a t-shirt. We'll see. Maybe I finally found my catchphrase. Have a good day, y'all. And remember, if you're stupid, use protection. That's my sweet nightmares. Shit. Oh well, suits my personality. Anyways, in December, I am doing an extended version of Advent. The original concept was to do one a day for December, and it was a mix of beauty, art, edibles, and random. And like I had planned to spend a couple of $1,000 doing this. That's not happening. Plan B was to still get one or two, like I was hoping I could get the benefit advent calendar, or, you know, one or two other expensive calendars, and the rest be small. That is also not happening. What is happening is opening multiple smaller advents and try to find a few, like, yeah, I will probably get one or two for laughs, but my goal here is truly to find the diamonds in the rough, the advent calendars for the rest of us who cannot afford the ungodly prices that these things go for. I mean, have you looked at the Dior advent calendar? They give you one full-size perfume. The rest of them are the itty-bitties. Have you looked at the price of this thing? Or the Swarovski? $800. And the Disney one from 2 years ago was crap. Go look at it. It was pathetic. This year's wasn't as bad, but... So, yeah. Most of us can't afford that crap. And the gift I got for my birthday, I'm only saying it on here because it's not an actual video, is the P. Louise 24-day Cruising into Christmas advent calendar. Yes, the one that I predicted before anybody else that it was going to be camping themed. And she actually mentioned in her video that one or two of us figured it out before she was ready to post it and posted it. I was one of those one or two. Because if you know me, I am obsessed with the P. Louise Advent Calendar. And I will be opening that as the finale of my 2025 Advent season. I don't know how many Advents I will be able to collect between now and then. So that's why I might use $10 to get one of the smaller Advent calendars. I have identified several around that price range. Or I might get something else, or I might get something I need. I don't know. We're going to look at things that are under $10 on Amazon. Like this paint by number kit. I've done a lot of paint by numbers. I have one I'm working on now. Bet you can't guess what it is. I enjoy paint by numbers, but I have learned, unless you are an expert, I am not, or plan to do it all in one sitting when you can actually blend edges, which I cannot. There are certain types of designs that do not work. And let me tell you, this watercolor-esque look, you cannot achieve it by painting by number with acrylics. Again, unless you do it all in one sitting and are already a fairly accomplished artist. I am not. But you know what goes really well with paint by numbers that even amateurs can do? Anything that looks like has very strong lines, animated stuff does really well, stained glass does really well. Those are things that even the unartistic can make look decent. Now, that is look decent from a distance. Like this from a distance looks like it's great, right? I've made mistakes have been made. It is not perfect up close at all. But from a distance, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to hang this somewhere that nobody's going to walk right up to. It'll look good. Will not be my office at work. I can promise you that. This Tumo paint by numbers kit that's right in like the middle of the top row, that's going to look like crap. I ain't doing that. I have been getting back into diamond painting though. And Wolf sent me a really cool diamond painting. So that may be the final decision too. He keeps looking over here when I'm not looking, and I don't know why he's looking.
Especially since I can watch him.
I know. Oh, it's adding right now.
Huh?
It's an ad right now, though.
No, it's not. That's not you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Obviously, he wouldn't actually be watching me.
You're pulled up.
But
You are right here.
I know. The main thing he's watching, he has me in the corner muted, because you know you can play 2 YouTube videos at once. I'm the one in the corner muted while he's watching something else that's more interesting. But I can't really be mad at him because I'm literally sitting next to him. So what the hell would be the point?
The first ever Mega 2 I'm watching.
Okay. He's on an ancient history kick right now. I'm not going to complain about... I mean, I love ancient history. Oh, there's something I need. A $2 inspirational wall art decor home gym encouraging me to work out as I eat my pizza. I'm not super unhealthy, but I don't have a home gym. I don't think any of you are shocked by me saying that. Those pillows are kind of cool, but they don't come with the pillows. And we don't generally even make our bed, really. And these are very much decorative pillows. I'm talking about the couch things over here. They're decorative pillows, not like sleep on pillows. And the only other place we can put pillows is on our couch. Which I hear you saying, I can hear the screaming, that those are supposed to be couch pillows. But here's what you don't understand.
We don't have our couch inside.
There is not a couch in the house. There is, however, a padded, designed to be inside couch on our front porch. Yep, we're those people. But if we're inside, Wolf and I are generally going to be sitting at our desks right next to each other. This is how we bond as a couple. It works for us. You can like it or not. I really don't care. We're going to continue to do it. Because he watches his YouTube and plays his game, and I watch my YouTubes and play my games, or whatever, or work on diamond paintings and watch Grey's Anatomy. And we turn to each other, and like every 10 minutes or so, one or the other of us will be leaning back like, hey, what you doing? What's on your TV? And he's, doing the same thing to me. So one, we're both getting to watch whatever we want. Two, we are staying involved and interested in each other's lives. We're talking about work. We're talking about, shit that comes up. But we're doing our own thing, learning about the other person, and enjoying time together. I'm sorry, why would we change this? This is working perfect for us. Although we did realize that we do miss being able to cuddle watch movies. We don't get to do that a lot. But we are working on fixing the lack of cuddling. We just have to rethink how and when we do that. And I'm not being X-rated here. When I say cuddle, I literally mean cuddle and watch, cuddle, hug, and watch a movie. It's not R-rated, folks. I don't talk about that online. I am not 48. I am not buying those candles just because they say 48. I do like these pillows, but we don't have a couch for them. Floral Japanese cat bathroom wall art poster. It's a cat in a bathtub with cherry blossoms in the style of your mat. That is hilarious. All it needs is the words in the kanji for your butt napkin, sir. And that would be the perfect poster. I like the little 3D thing that says, I don't know, I just work here. It's a clippy note. That's going in... Oh, what else do they have? A little sign to say nothing. Mood swing in operation. That's hilarious. No, can't do that. Caution, mood swing in... No. That would be funny to put in the employee bathroom. A little sign to say. Little reminders. That's too positive. Some days, the best thing about my job is that the chair spins. I actually really like my job, so I don't like that one. So I like all of these, but I don't think any of them actually are ones I'd want to put in my office. They're cute, though. I will give them cute. That's kind of cool, but I bet it's itty bitty. We'll give it a closer look, though. A cute toothpick holder. automatic toothpick holder for $2.50. One, that's going to be crap. I understand why some people need a toothpick holder, but why do you need an automatic one? All it does is hold toothpicks. Is it too much trouble to reach in the, well, for my house, honestly, this was the toothpick holder that my parents used on our kitchen table. Yes, it's a highball glass. My dad drank a glass of whiskey probably every other week on a Friday. Jack Daniels on the rocks. He wasn't a big drinker, so this was our toothpick holder. Now it's my paintbrush cleaner outer and washer. I'm curious what my son will turn it into when it gets handed down to him, because apparently that's what we're doing with things. Maybe it'll go back to being a shot glass. I doubt it. I don't think the kid's going to be a big drinker. Do you? Nah, he's back in ignoring me mode. Or he's at a difficult part in the game and an interesting part in the video. Obviously not me. USA forever! I mean, I'm patriotic, but not that patriotic. Meat grinder blades. For all kinds of machines, apparently. But they don't come with machines.
No good without the machines.
I know. But I love shopping for cheap shit. Like, you didn't know you needed a 2-piece bungee goggle strap kit for swimming. But now you know it exists, and you kind of are curious, aren't you? 2-piece. A 2-piece bungee goggle kit. Are you not curious? What does it do? Why do you need 2? What the hell's the point? It's got you talking. Displeasure expression reflective stickers. Oh, that might be necessary. Yeah, that's gonna be cheap, I'm sure. I'd rather not wear any kind of jewelry than wear cheap jewelry. With some exceptions, like my cheap rings. Although these are natural stone rings, I will say that. I don't mind cheap jewelry, but I don't want it to look cheap, you know? That's just not cool. 100 brass paper fasteners. No, thank you. Red rose. No, those aren't red, sweetie. Those are not red. There are a lot of colors, but they're not red. I need to either get up and get a drink. Yeah, I need to get up and get a drink. Let's go with that. So I don't just, oh, I'm thirsty. I'm used to drinking things all the time, and I don't have anything to drink. But I got a bucket of liquor sitting next to me. It's not a good thing to quench thirst. I forgot how to talk. That's not quite as smooth to drink. Just sip.
Little Smoky, which one did you grab?
The only one that's left, because I left it for you for the next time you wanted to drink.
Peanut butter.
Do you want it? I left it. It was the last, like seriously, last whiskey was that one and this one.
Oh.
Yes. I've saved them because you haven't been drinking all this.
No,
So all that was left is the stuff that I don't like and your 2 favorites that I love. I was being a good wife, thinking eventually he will want to drink. Tonight is the night I decided I'm done waiting. We're going to empty out the bucket somewhat, maybe. These are also the type of things we have in here. They are not thirst quenchers, but I am in the habit of drinking every 5 minutes, taking a sip of whatever's next to me. Apparently tonight that's alcohol. I told Wolf the other week, it's been a little while. I told Wolf the other week that I actually wanted to try the Everclear shot challenge, to which he snorted. I have had Everclear in the past, but it has been very, very rare. Have I ever taken a full shot of it? No, I'm not stupid. I was born in 1982. I'm an exennial. I've had Everclear to get drunk. I'm not a dumbass. And I listened to my Gen X elders, and I did not try that stupid shit. However, as a grown-ass woman, I have a very high alcohol tolerance. If you question that, go back and rewatch this video, and I've had that alcohol on top of others that calm you down. So consider how not intoxicated I actually sound compared to how much alcohol I've actually had. I have a very high tolerance. Now, am I more relaxed? Yes, I am aware I'm relaxed, though, and I am totally able to snap out of it because I'm just slightly buzzed. It's chill. I am enjoying the chill. It takes a lot to get me actually intoxicated. There's a video that will never ever surface where I wanted to see how many times I said in a video. So I came up with a dumbass challenge that I would take a shot of rum every time I said the word as I was editing. And so I set up a camera and I filmed me editing. And every time I got to the word I stopped, I took a shot. Wolf knew this was going to go badly. So when I asked him to stop and get rum, the asshole got a gallon jug of cheap rum. Not, a little, even Captain Jack instead of Captain Morgan. No. He got a gallon of the cheapest shit he could find because rum is the thing that gets to me fastest. And so I was going to make it hard for myself. I didn't realize what I was getting into. 30 minutes later. Well, no, it's more like an hour. Hour and a half later. It would have been about 5 minutes worth of editing, maybe 20, if I wasn't filming it. But since I had to stop and take a shot every time I said an hour later, I had 40 shots and managed to edit less than 10 minutes of video. I had drank half gallon of rum. And Wolf cut me off. Not necessarily because, I remember every moment of that night. I lost no time. I did this over it was bad. It was unhealthy. Don't do it. I don't plan to ever do this again. But I kept thinking, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. And I wasn't keeping track of how many shots it was until I went and looked at my, I was just hitting +1 on the shot counter. And I wasn't watching the bottle until I looked at the bottle, and it's like, dude, I knew I was drunk, but I was not blackout drunk. But I think the challenge is over, and Wolf is looking at the gallon that's half gone. He's like, yeah, it probably should have been over about 30 minutes ago. So believe me when I say I can hold my liquor. Because to have half a gallon of rum and still be sober enough to realize I shouldn't be drinking half a gallon of rum, I'd say that speaks to a fairly good alcohol tolerance. And I've shot some horrible shots. And I'm pretty good at keeping a straight face. I mean, I live between a level 4 and a level 7 of back pain every single day. And I do it sober and I do it without painkillers. And I have a very high pain tolerance. My 10 is gauze that has adhered to the wound being ripped out of my surgical wound that was 12 inches deep by 16 inches long. That's my 10. So I have a pain tolerance. So I can hold my liquor and I can hold my pain. So I think I can do a shot of Everclear. I'm not saying there won't be any facial reaction because that stuff tastes like shit. But without what the Gen Alphas or Gen whatever they are that are doing that just die. I know what I'm getting into for one thing. I was born on the line between Gen X and Millennial. So I want to try it. Wolf thinks I'm crazy. Wolf is dead in the middle. Like, he is in the heart of millennial territory. He was born in 88. I was born in 82. I think he's the weaker millennial. He thinks I'm fucking insane. There's a very good chance he's right. But I still want to try it.
I mean, I've had Everclear as well.
I know you have. And you know better and take it by the shot. You mix it with shit.
Yes. Or else it takes your fucking breath away.
And I know this. But I'm also 90% of the time I've had Everclear, which is not that often. It's probably like 4 times, 5 times. Because I'm not a dumbass. I mixed it. But I'm also me. When someone says you need to mix this, it tastes really, really bad. It's really, really strong. My dumbass has to try it. So I know what it tastes like. I've had like a quarter shot of it. I still didn't have the reaction the damn Gen Alphas are doing of, what the hell, man? If it's going to be that, spit it out before it goes down your throat, because you're getting it down your throat, which tells me you're play acting. If it tasted as bad as you're acting, it would not have made it down the throat, and it would have come back out. When I tried it, I think my response was, oh my God, why would someone drink that? Which is a facial reaction, but it went down the throat. And y'all are making this dirty, and that's fine. I don't really care. The point of all that, I want to do the Everclear challenge. Not big, like...
I am not buying a big ass bottle.
Oh God, no. We're not doing that. We're buying like this size bottle of it. Which, by the way, this is not a single shot. I know, they don't sell them in this, but like... This size bottle, you know, the right size. Slightly larger than this, maybe 2 of these. Whatever it comes in, the little ones. Which, yes, this is famous Jägermeister, which I will not shoot by itself because I hate the taste of licorice. I will add that in doses to my soda when I get up and get a soda. But most of the stuff we have in here, which I say is my least favorite, we didn't buy anything that at least one of us didn't like. Because we bought this stuff on our own. One of our local liquor stores has a wall of minis, and I love it because I love many things.
It's the only one.
Some of the others have a few.
But they have one.
But this one liquor store has the wall of minis. So we didn't buy any we didn't like. It's not like when we got the box of 199s. There were a lot of those we didn't like. I won't say never again, but I'm not a fan. When we were doing Fortnite Shot Roulette, we consumed some alcohol, but we did it in the safety of our own home with no intention to drive, and we are both over 21. If you are not, don't do it. You're stupid. But, so yeah, all of these are things at least one of us likes. It's just not necessarily my favorite, and Wolf doesn't drink anymore. Like, not for any reason. Like, he's drinking tonight. But he's just chosen not to consume alcohol recreationally because he felt like it was what he wanted to do. And that's fine. You don't have to drink. Although apparently peanut butter whiskey doesn't count.
That's my favorite.
That's,
you know that.
Honey, it's fine.
It's better than that fucking...
Oh my gosh. If you want funny, go follow Wolf on Twitch and look at his old videos. Or go to his YouTube and look at his old videos before me, and he was a Fireball junkie. Like, he wasn't alcoholic or anything, but he was a junkie, man. He'd get
way too much Fireball.
He'd get wasted on that crap. And one night it was funny. It was after we got together, but before we were living together. So it was 2 weeks in. I say jokingly. It really was about 2 weeks in, but it was early in our relationship. We weren't spending every spare moment with each other. And I had not yet, joined him on Twitch, and I hadn't, started moderating for him yet. I was just watching him one night when we weren't spending it together, and I almost felt a little he's going to think I'm weird because I'm watching his Twitch, but turned out he didn't mind, and there was nobody but me. Dude had so many fireballs that he fell asleep on stream, forgot to turn it off, and about fell out of the chair. That was Wolf pre-Bell. Bell went to Christian colleges, then got married.
Then got divorced.
and moved in with mom and dad because I needed help because I lost an income that I expected. And then married uber Christian and then got divorced. So Belle did not have her rebellious years until 2020 when I got divorced the second time, and I only had a year before I met Wolf. So I'm still doing the rebellious teenager thing. So I'm still enjoying a drink from time to time. Now I keep it to Friday and Saturday nights because school nights, work nights, you need to be in your top tip health. Thank you. Tip top health. But, and I don't do it that much. Maybe once every 3 or 4 months, I'll decide I feel like getting drunk, so I shall do so. But anyways, I'm justifying my drinking because I am. What we have left is Deep Eddy Lime. I don't even know what is this, just liquor? Lime flavored vodka. Okay, so there's that. I like lime, but I'm not a huge lime fan. And then and these are not things that can be mixed with Coke because I'm sorry, fruits and Cokes don't go together. I have a Smirnoff raspberry. It's fine. I like it, but whatever. I have a Smirnoff red, white, and berry because obviously we bought these last July. We'll see how that aged. I liked that one though. And then there's a Deep Eddy lemon. So that's another flavored vodka. And then there's a Smirnoff berry lemon. They had a lot of Smirnoff flavors this time. I like all of those. Those are fine. Goldschlager, nah. I like it more for the fact that there's gold flakes, and yes, there's a few little gold flakes in these, little bitty ones. I like it more for the novelty than the actual flavor. The exception to what's left is kind of the things that we're okay with, but they're not our favorites. It's frickin' Jägermeister. Yes, I almost said it wrong. Which we basically got because I wanted the small green bottle for my witchcraft. And neither of us like Jägermeister. They're not even mixed into shit. But I'm finishing it tonight, gosh darn it. So we're making an interesting little cocktail here. We're doing 2 to 3 shots of Jägermeister. Whatever was left in the bottle. It's a large... See, I know how many shots are in this. I don't know how many shots are in this. This is 2 shots. We have... It's actually about 2.5 to 3 shots. But we have double-sized shot glasses. And these fill those. A single shot glass is about that much. So it's... Don't take one of these and think you're taking a shot. You're not. But we're going to put the Jägermeister open. It has sealed shut. It is not glass, folks, though, so... Damn. It is, like, on there. Shirt ain't gonna work. I don't think I have, like, an opener thing. Folks, don't try this at home. By the way, that is metal. Don't do that. It's bad for your teeth. So we're going to add the Goldschlager to the Jägermeister. Since I had to bite that open, we're not keeping that. I usually keep the little bottles, which I think Wolf forgot because he threw a cool looking one away. We keep these because Belle makes her own concoctions. I make little, balms and tinctures and stuff. And these are good bottles. If they're glass, which these shape are, they're good. Some, like Smirnoff bottles are plastic. Deep Eddy's plastic. They're not really worth keeping. But the metal ones are. Or the glass ones are. I've never seen a metal one. So to our horrible Jägermeister and Goldschlager, we are adding Diet Coke. So that now when I need a sip, I can get something that's at least not all alcohol. Now, no, I no longer intend to finish these tonight. Now that the 2 bad ones are gone, these won't last long. By not last long, I mean probably September. So let's get back to checking out Amazon, shall we? You guys want to see how bad this is, don't you? It's actually not that bad. It tastes like a soda I've had in small little Arkansas towns that like have the old-timey sodas that like, you know, don't exist anymore, but they make like 20 bottles a year for these shops. It's not bad. We'll make Wolf try it when he gets back. Okay, so here's what I have found. This is pretty, but there's no way it's that big. I guess those are ring size. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, look at that with the hand next to it. No. That's teeny tiny. We're not doing that. What, Charlie? It's okay. Sorry, Charlie needs me for a sec. What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong? You just need attentions? I am going to quickly check on my husband. Make sure she's not meowing because something happened to him. Sorry. Sorry. To explain all this, including what I just texted, Charlie she's not very vocal. So the fact that she just walked in here meowing her head off generally means something's up. That's why I immediately turned and said, "What's going on, Charlie?" And it sounded like, that was her "something's going on" sound. And she kept repeating it over and over, which she doesn't do. And I'm like, that's funny. And then I got to thinking, she is in love with my husband. If something had happened to Derek down the hall, like he'd fallen over or blacked out or, shit happens. I overthink things. Charlie would come try to get me. So I was just texting my husband, who I know is in the bathroom, to make sure he's okay in the bathroom. And in case anyone is wondering, he's fine. Charlie's just being weird. The kamikaze is hitting right now. And this is strong. So I thought these were cute. They're decals, expression reflective stickers for... So I had in my head that you put these over the lights. Oh, they do. They're cartoony. But they don't have any pictures of them on cars. But I guess you put them over the lights on cars. So it's the cars are having a thought if you watch anime. I think that's what those are. I don't know. Friendship stickers. They could be funny. You know what? That's a possibility. I could do some funny crap with that. Gold pant hem magnets? No, thank you. That sounds stupid. More pillows. Window clings. I don't really have any windows for them to cling to. Shortcut stickers for Mac OS. If you need shortcuts. If you need stickers to remind you of the shortcuts, they're not shortcuts. 300 feathers. There you go. That's something I need. Who doesn't need 300 feathers? There's definitely some interesting things. A wax seal would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Random coquette stickers. I actually like some coquette style things, but I don't think this is gonna be my thing. I don't know. Some of this stuff is crap. I was hoping it would be like Temu for Amazon. That's what they're kind of advertising it as. Again, cool pillow. Nowhere to put it. Waterproofing soap holder. Nope. A wall nickel. Those we love don't go away. Bullshit. Yes, they do. Not all the time, but sometimes. I mean, that's cute, but it's knick-knacky stuff. I'm not seeing anything like super neat in here. I might be going to my wish list, which will be letting you into my soul. I love this, but it doesn't suit me. One, I'm not gay, and two, I can drive straight, but I love that patch or sticker or whatever. Oh, yeah, no, I don't see anything in here that I want. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's my style. I don't know. Do we like this? Abstract painting? That's cool. That's neat. Yeah. I know someone who would love that. That would make a fabulous gift for one of my friends. That would make a fabulous gift for another friend who is obsessed with those. That's kind of cool. That's wicked. I don't know. I kind of like this. I'm only closing it because I'm reopening it over here as a tabby thing. It's 2 1/4 inch. I usually have some sort of measuring sticky thing over here. I don't know where it went though. I know they're called rulers. I'm not that drunk. Is that one of my rulers? That is not a ruler. Dang it, I really wanted an... Oh, there's a ruler. Okay, so... Oh, that's my big ruler. 2 1/2 inches. So, like, that long. It's not a bad size. By 1 and like that wide. That's not bad. Yes, there is a moth up there. You will... I have a dog who is terrified of moths, and I have 3 cats that want to hunt it down. Go away. I will feed you to the cats. Or I will smack you in a... I did. I just smacked it and killed the moth. Oh, kitty cats. Charlie. Lucy. Nope, but the dogs will take it. I didn't kill it. I stunned it. My cats love killing moths. It is one of their joys. But they weren't around, so the dog killed it. They like it too. Okay, back to shopping. Fashion accessories. We have different definitions of... Oh, a metal keepsake mini cremation urn for human and pet ashes. Wow, that's 2 inches tall. That's a no. Hey, did you go to Mike's funeral last week? They gave everybody little keepsake urns. It was super awesome. There was some dust inside, though. I washed mine out. That may be the stupidest, darkest, funniest joke I've come up with. I have to tell Wolf. Sorry, you're going to hear that one again. Hey, you ever wanted to mix Goldschlager and Jägermeister with Coke?
No.
You should. Give it a shot.
Oh, shit. Doesn't sound good.
It didn't sound good to me either, but it was good. Don't smell it.
It smells like Fireball.
I don't know what fireballs taste like, but it's not spicy.
Fireball's not spicy, it's cinnamon.
That's a spice, dumb butt.
No.
Oh, I like it. Okay, so as I'm flipping through the Amazon haul thing, I gotta show you this. This is hilarious. They're marble finish metal keepsake cremation urns for human or pet ashes. However, they're that big, so they're 2 inches.
Yeah, none ain't fitting in that.
So here's my brain. Hey, did you go to Joe's funeral last week? They gave out the best party favors. There are these little mini urns, just like the one he was in. Mine had like dust inside, so I washed it out. He gets the dark. He's cracking up. I thought that was a pretty damn good joke, actually. And I do have a friend that would totally love one of these. You know, Doom and Gloom would love this. Especially if I put a little dust in and didn't explain it, just gave it to her and waited to see how long it took her to ask what kind of ashes did I put inside. It would just be incense. It wouldn't be a person. But that would be a hilarious gift, and she would love it. I need to add that to my potential Christmas presents. Yes, I have an Amazon wish list for family presents. I add shit to it until we buy it. So yeah, I like the stickers. I don't think so. I like the pendant. That's still a possibility. You're 17, right? You're a salary?
What?
Hourly.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, my dogs are having a fit. I'm switching to the big view so you can watch the dogs fight. Yeah, now they've stopped. I don't know my link. See, my friend is messaging me. What? What I asked you. My friend is messaging me, and I cannot type and talk at the same time. That is one of the issues I have. And I just got distracted by her Facebook post, which thankfully I'm on my big thing, so y'all can't see it, because no offense, I don't mind my life being public, but that doesn't mean my friends are cool with their lives being public, you know? You know? Okay, so I'm okay with this necklace. And hey, I could get me a necklace, which honestly I would probably either go with the Raven or the Dark Forest. But if I got this, I could get me one and Christmas shopping for at least one friend started. There. That'd be a good one for somebody. So we'll see. That is a possibility. However, I have wish lists. I have 4 wish lists. I had 5. I think I combined 2. Nope, there's my last one. Okay, so I have multiple wish lists. So we could find something in our wish list for $10. Like the My Little Pony stickers. Wait, what are these? Yeah, they're vinyl pony stickers. And ignore this. I will fix it. But it's going to be on everything. So, yeah. Oops, nobody saw that. So, yeah, there's My Little Pony stickers that are freaking awesome. That is on the wish list. I really liked this purse, so I'm hoping it's available somewhere else. Yeah, that's one of the advent calendars that I'm hoping to do. I really want to do this one. But that might go bad between now and then, so I don't want to do that. That's kind of cool. My Little Ponies are a little expensive. That's too expensive. Excuse you. I don't know why I have oh, that's right. That was a coffee I wanted to try. Those would be kind of cool for resin-y things, but they're a little too expensive. That's an advent calendar I want to try. I actually don't need... Derek got me a case, so I don't need this anymore. So we'll remove that from the wish list. These are pretty, but I don't need any brushes right now. Hey! You heard what? I love that. Yeah. I'm only talking about you if I use your nickname. Yes, this thing is on. If you can't, like, can you hear me?
No.
Like, it actually come out of speaker, hear me? Oh! Ha! She heard your burp. Yeah. I have to catch you up, Amber. Wolf had a $50 Amazon gift card, and we each bought something we needed. I got a lunchbox and he got a mouse pad. And so he picked out what he wanted for fun. I was just laughing at him. I didn't figure you'd care that much. But we're each picking out something for fun. He picked out first, he got some headsets. So I have $10 that I can only spend on Amazon. If that's what you said you didn't care about, I was just catching you up. So you knew why we were looking at Amazon together. But yeah, this is how I can share my screen and you can see the Jackbox. And then I can join on my phone, and so we're both playing and you can't see my answer and I can't see your answer. And if you're the other random person that's watching, because according to this I have 3 people watching and one is Wolf and one is Amber. I don't know who the third is. You're welcome to talk. But yeah. We can have... Well, you're in the chat room and it says your name.
Mm-hmm.
And because of my nickname for you, if anyone's watching that watches any of my videos, it's pretty easy to figure out that you're one of the people because the nickname I used is Doom and Gloom. That is your nickname on my YouTube. I don't use anybody's real name except occasionally I'll slip and say Derek. But yes, I do occasionally call you by your name. Exactly, Doom and Gloom. I love it. But when you're in here and it says your name, it people can see the chat, so might as well. But everybody's got a nickname on here. Like, you know who Copperhead is. I forget what I was calling youngest person of our trivia. I forget what nickname I gave her. I was calling the older person and the other person in our trivia group. I was calling them the Bobbsey twins. I didn't know what to call her when one didn't show up and the other was there.
The new one.
Yeah.
The new edition. Squirrel.
Okay. Your younger sister, Wolf, has decided her nickname is Squirrel. So if I talk about her on here, it's going to be Squirrel. Oh, Little Doom? I do like Little Doom.
I like Little Doom, but
How?
Squirrels kind of suits her.
Little Doom Squirrel? What color Little Doom Squirrel?
From that one night that I got to meet her.
Oh no, that is one of my favorite movie memories in all my life. Of you trying to read the question and her like bouncing in her seat wanting to tell you the answer. That we all knew, but she was so damn excited that she knew it. That was the cutest thing I have ever seen in my life. The Little Doom Squirrel. I love these stickers, but they're more than the money I have. That is a cool stamp set, but I don't do a lot of stamping anymore.
No, you don't.
So a lot of the crafty stuff I got, as cool as it is, I don't do as much, and I don't know that I want to spend money on something. I don't do a lot. Just Squirrel? Okay, just Squirrel. I do too. She's amazing. Like I was telling Wolf, I 100% think she's part of my tribe, meaning she's the type of person I would love to get to know and like be friends with and build that relationship with. But she is in school and she's 20 years younger than me. So like she's got a lot going on in life. If she doesn't have the bandwidth for another friend, I respect that. So I'm okay with that. But she is already part of your tribe. Like she's decided you're not going anywhere. By the way, I love that you called the Fairweather Friends. Oh, do you have a lot of crafting stuff? Cool. I'm not buying crafting stuff tonight. The stuff I'm actually Well, if I do, it'll be like a diamond painting or something. I have so much scrapbooking stuff. But no, I will show you because I'm doing it live. I'm spending Wolf's money live on YouTube. Oh, that's not... Those have gone down. These are pretty cool. We'll have to look at these. They're a possibility. Even if they are crafting stuff. What did I click on? That's not what I want. Ah! Go on. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. There we go. These ephemera books have gotten a lot less expensive, which I like. That's too much. What? Aww. Oh, it absolutely... Oh, yeah. The miniature stuff. I know. But I do scrapbooking and journaling. Yes, there is a major delay. I know this.
Yes.
Moon Witch ephemera.
Don't know why.
And because it's uploading and then downloading and then re-uploading. I don't know. Because I know it has a delay, so I'm kind of... I think in my head, oh, she's talking about something I said like a minute ago. What was I talking about? Which normally I'm good at. I've almost finished my Diet Coke Jägermeister Goldschlager concoction, which I loved. I love gingerbread. Not the food. That is the My Little Pony. I was about to point at the screen and be like, that one! But no, this one right here. It's so beautiful. That is a really cool paint by numbers. We're going to have to look at that. I've discovered I absolutely positively do not enjoy these. That was loud, Wolf. I know you did. We are both off tomorrow. And I would very much like to do that. The only reason I'm hesitating is because we do at some point have to go see Wolf's parents. And I don't know what time. So I know he would love that and I would love that. And I really want to do that. I just can't give you a time because it depends on when Wolf's mom and dad wake up. And
See if he's taking the truck.
and if we got to have some conversations, huh?
Taking the truck
Taking
and somewhere out.
it,
Taking the total route.
and you're gonna follow him.
I don't know.
Okay, apparently Dad might be turning in his semi tomorrow, like off the road for good.
No.
We don't know everything, but if he does have to drive it to Little Rock, Wolf has to go with him to drive him back home. So it's an enthusiastic, we really, really want to come play video games, but we can't give you a damn answer because it all depends on Wolf's dad. And we've got stuff going on. Yeah. I told you the stuff oh, that's pretty. I started this one and I effed it up and I threw it away. It might be time to fix it. The dragon eyeball. Remember, I fucked it up so bad I threw it away?
Yeah, I think so.
I could probably do it right now. Anyways,
With them. Blue.
what?
It's with them. The conversations.
Oh, no. Gotcha. Sorry. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I hadn't seen your message yet. Conversations with mom and dad. Like, I'm sorry. I thought we had talked about this in one of our, 18 conversations this week. Dad's got some health issues and needs to come off the road. He's an over-the-road driver. And it's a matter of how is that going to happen and what is the plan for him to kind of retire, because he's not set up to just quit tomorrow, but medically he needs to quit tomorrow. So yeah, we had conversations last weekend and we all stepped away to try to come up with some other solutions, and now we have to get back together and talk about what solution is the best.
Yeah, because he went to the doctor yesterday.
Yeah, he went to the doctor yesterday. So
Again.
this is my just, random crap I've added to my wish list, and I could get the backdrop for filming. This is my witchy wish list. So this is mostly books right now. Yeah, it very much stinks. And I don't really want a book. And I don't want wax stuff. And that's too much. And I don't need any of those. And that's too much. And I don't need books. So I don't really see anything witchy unless... I do need cold briquettes, but I don't want to buy that. That's not fun. So I don't think there's anything witchy I want either. I have a lot of books on my witchy wish list. I'm curious about a lot of different topics. Wolf got me this, so I can delete it. I love the smell of coffee and witchcraft. That's a pillow I would throw. Throw where? I don't know. Too expensive, too expensive. The only things that aren't too expensive are the books, and I don't want a witchcraft book today. I don't think my makeup wish list is going to be any cheaper. Yep. Tier advent calendar, like I was saying. I was hoping to be able to get... Yeah, no, that's not happening. The business list is all resin shit. So let's look at my advent calendars. I would love to... Actually, this can be deleted. I saw this previewed. I saw. It's a possibility. It's open up here. So these are some of the advent calendars I'm thinking about doing this year. This is a new one by Funko Pop. It looks so cool. It is the Bitty Countdown Calendar Disney Princess. So they're itty bitty Funko Pops of Disney calendars. Or of Disney princesses. That would be a fun advent calendar, I think, to do. And it is $33.21. That's not bad for Funko Pop.
No.
There's also this one that is Each one is like a little ornament for your tree or whatever you want to hang it on. And they're books. I think that sounds kind of cool. So that's a possibility. The Ulta Beauty Joy 12 Days of Beauty Advent Calendar. That is a possibility. It's only $17. If Disney Twisted Tales does another Advent calendar, I'm all about it. And it's about $30. And there's going to be a doggy Advent calendar. And, you know, I've been kind of looking at some Advent calendars. The Enchanted Snow Globes is 24 days of coloring. It is a $10 calendar. I could get that, and maybe by the time Advent season rolls around, it'll be done, and I'll have videos for each day, but I doubt it. There is the World's Worst calendar, which is the Gilmore Girls calendar that is sold out now. Too expensive, too expensive, too expensive. He doesn't even know that I might get that one, so don't look at the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not on there now. It's not the...
I saw
Okay.
Gilmore.
No! You didn't
That's the
see
one
it!
that disappeared.
Yes, but that's not... The one that disappears and the one I don't want you to see. You missed it because it's already past the screen. Ha ha! I've got one for him he doesn't know about, that he is going to love, and it's not bad.
Sorry, I'm checking out a new game.
Totally fine. Too expensive, too expensive. This was the one that was the actual bad one. We're not getting this one.
Which one?
The Advent Calendar 2025 Christmas Advent Calendar. Gilmore Girls fans merchandise adult girlfriend birthday friend countdown Christmas Advent Calendar for women and girls includes gifts. The one that is the whole title is just the like
Ridiculous long ass title.
what words can we put in here to con people into buying this? Yeah, no, we're not getting that one.
No, there's a new game that is in early access right now.
Yeah.
It's $3 for the game.
Okay.
It's called Mage Arena.
Oh. That was on my list yesterday.
You use your voice to cast your spells.
Oh. Good luck.
Fireball, magic missile.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one was the last year and it's gone. The this one cracks me up because it's a Harry Potter Advent Calendar. And it is the 2025 one. 2024 Christmas Countdown Calendar, stationery, socks, accessories, wands, stocking filler, gifts, Harry Potter Advent Calendar. That's not scammy.
Oh yeah, that's pure.
The Artesia would be amazing. This is last year's. It's a little expensive. Probably won't do it. A calendar one. This was last year's. I kind of liked the hidden games idea one. That might be cool. Or 24 K-Cup coffees. Also cool. A men's advent calendar beard care set. We'll see.
Don't really need.
You have a beard? Oh no.
I've got the one that's done good.
Okay. Watch till I get to the bottom of the scroll. Center with the pink and purple.
That's neat.
I thought you...
That's a big ass USB hub.
Did you see what's on the front of it?
Yes, there is one.
Okay. Making sure. Pretty cool.
Oh, man, that is overdone.
Told you.
But I don't need those 7 ports.
I know you don't. I do, and you don't. I know. Ooh. Now, that is freaking awesome, and that might be something I need. How about that for a diamond painting kit? Possibly, but the next one. Not that one, that one.
That one is very neat. I like the color.
I like that one. Nah. That one's pretty cool. Hold on. That one.
Okay, yeah.
Those are definite possibilities. Okay, that can close. Okay. I have found things I prefer to the $10 stickers. I am so sad that this Loungefly is sold out. But now that I see it as Loungefly, there was no freaking way I was going to find it anywhere I could afford. So that is cool. I don't know that I could do a good enough job on that paint by number though. Too expensive. That is really cool. And the way they have the colors split up here, it might actually work as a paint by number. Yeah, advent calendars are ridiculous, Amber. Absolutely freaking ridiculous. Yeah, you want to see expensive advent calendars? I'll show you some freaking expensive advent calendars in a minute. I don't think I can do that. Oh, we'll see. That one would be so difficult to do well. Oh, yeah. Loungefly is ridiculously expensive. I have one backpack. It's like it's got little impressions of all the Disney Princess storybooks on it, and the pocket is a stack of books of the Disney Princess stories, like Tangled and Princess and the Frog and Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. And it's purple. And I love that thing. Okay. So this Dior has 2 advent calendars. One is their high-end one. This one is $805, and yes, this is the actual retail price. I know it's not the Dior website, but it's the actual retail price. And it does have some full-size makeup. It's got a freaking candle. It's showing you exactly what's in it. And it has several mini perfumes. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see it. It's $805. This is the cheap one of Dior's calendars. The expensive one is $3,500. Oh, I like my last flying fuck. That was pretty cool. I would love to get this. The horror, what is it? Horror villain tarot card diamond paintings. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, I love how they show, look, Chucky's perfect to have your little boy decorate, and your daughter will just love the clown from it. That's not a creepy picture at all. It's on your screen. But yeah, this is You have to look at what they look like pixelated out. They're not bad. But they're not as cool as they look. God, that one's too tiny. That doesn't look... Well, it's not bad. Maybe. Do you like the sage one, or do you like the skulls with purple roses one?
I like the sage one.
Really?
Yeah. All that black will just take forever.
You're right. I'll get frustrated. Or this one.
I like that one.
I like this one too. Amber votes skull.
No, that's her.
So I think what we're going with... Oh, I didn't notice the Dragon Eye was $9.99. Damn it. I really like these. Oh, they're too expensive. I'm trying to find another $5 one. I'm getting tired. We may have to finish shopping another night because I'm getting quiet. When I get tired, I get quiet. That's me. Come on. Okay, there is no Has Been Hotel Diamond Art Kit. Adios. I guess you guys will find out what I end up getting when I do an unboxing. Hi guys.